In the lush forests of Osun State, Nigeria, there was a once thriving village called Arogundade known for its fertile lands, vibrant festivals, and the melodic hum of life. The village was a beacon of prosperity. At the heart of Arogundade was the Dsn River, a sacred water body said to be blessed by the goddess Dsn herself. The villagers believed the river gave them life, health, and wealth for generations. They paid homage to the goddess with annual rituals, offerings, and dances at the river bank. But prosperity can breed complacency. One fateful year, greed and betrayal sowed the seeds of a curse that would echo through the ages. Every year, during the Dsn festival, the village came alive with colors, music, and joy. This festival was not just an expression of gratitude, but also a sacred covenant with the goddess. The people would offer their finest harvest, livestock, and handcrafted ornaments to the river, ensuring the goddess's favor for another year. One year, a merchant named Adebisi arrived in Arogundade known for his wealth and silver tongue. Adebisi was a man of ambition. He observed the festival with curiosity, watching as the villagers poured their finest offerings into the river. "That is a waste," Adebisi remarked to the village elders. "Why throw your wealth into the water when it can be used to build an empire? Trade with me instead. I will pay you in gold, and together, we can make Arogundade the richest village in the land." The elders, tempted by Adebisi's glittering gifts, hesitated. The eldest among them, Baba Aloy, warned against forsaking the goddess. "We owe our lives to Dsn," he said. "To betray her is to invite ruin." But the younger elders, led by the ambitious Ajani, dismissed his warnings. "Times are changing." Ajani argued, "Gold can buy us power, and respect the goddess will forgive us." For 1 year the elders agreed, and for the first time in generations, the river goddess was ignored. The morning after the festival, the river, once clear and shimmering, turned murky, and foul-smelling fish floated lifeless on its surface. The crops, green and thriving the day before, began to wither at first. The villagers dismissed these as natural occurrences, but when children started falling ill with strange fevers, whispers of fear spread. One night, as the village slept, a chilling mist crept in. Those awake claimed they heard faint, mournful cries in the wind. By dawn, 5 children had disappeared from their homes. Their beds were empty, and their footprints led to the river bank, where they vanished. Panic engulfed Arogundade. The villagers turned to the elders, demanding answers. When the truth of their betrayal was revealed, anger turned to despair. Baba Aloy, heartbroken, pleaded with the goddess for forgiveness, but his cries were met with silence. On a moonless night, the mist returned, thicker and colder than before. From within it emerged shadowy figures with hollow eyes and elongated limbs. Their presence drained warmth from the air, and their whispers, unintelligible yet chilling, filled the villagers with dread. These shadows dragged screaming villagers into the mist, leaving only their footprints behind. The survivors fled to the village square, where they lit a massive bonfire, hoping the light would keep the darkness at bay. But the shadows were relentless. They encircled the fire, their whispers growing louder. Then, as suddenly as they had appeared, they vanished. By dawn, nearly half the village was gone. Terrified, the remaining villagers abandoned Arogundade, leaving behind their homes, possessions, and memories. They sought refuge in neighboring villages, but the curse followed them. Crops failed wherever they went, sickness spread like wildfire, and animals attacked with unnatural ferocity. The people of neighboring villages, once welcoming, began to shun them, calling them cursed. The name Arogundade became synonymous with misfortune, and the abandoned village was soon avoided by all. Decades passed, and Arogundade became a ghost village. The forest reclaimed its lands, and the once thriving village faded into legend. But the story of the curse intrigued a young historian named Irishalua, who believed there was more to the tale than mere superstition. Driven by curiosity and a sense of purpose, Irishalua ventured into the abandoned village. The journey was treacherous, the forest dense and filled with strange noises. When she arrived, the village was exactly as described: overgrown, silent, and hauntingly empty. By the river bank, She found a stone altar covered in moss. On it were ancient carvings depicting the villages packed with the river goddess. Among them was a chilling prophecy. When greed consumes the heart of Arogundade, shadows shall claim its children. Only the pure of heart, bearing gifts of gratitude, shall lift the curse and restore the covenant. Irishilua, determined to restore the village, sought out the descendants of Arogundade. With their help, she gathered the offerings described in the carvings: yams, kola nuts, and a pure white goat. Together, they performed the long-forgotten ritual. As they sang songs of repentance and gratitude, the ground trembled, and the river began to flow clean. Once more, a warm breeze swept through the village, carrying with it the faint sound of children's laughter. The oppressive presence lifted, and for the first time in decades, sunlight pierced through the canopy above. Word of Irishilua's bravery spread far and wide. Descendants of Arogundade's villagers returned to rebuild their ancestral home. They replanted crops, repaired huts, and revived the annual DSN festival. Though Arogundade flourished once more, its people never forgot the lessons of their ancestors. Every year, they offered their finest to the goddess, ensuring the cycle of gratitude and blessings remained unbroken. But even today, travelers claim to hear whispers in the night and see shadowy figures watching from the trees. The story of Arogundade remains a chilling reminder of the power of the divine and the cost of human greed. And so, the horrifying truth behind the abandoned village became both a tale of terror and redemption, a story that lived on, not just in the land, but in the hearts of all who dared to remember. Moral lessons: gratitude is essential. The villagers thrived because of their relationship with the goddess, but their failure to show gratitude led to their downfall. The story teaches us to always appreciate and honor the sources of our blessings. Greed leads to ruin. The greed of the village elders blinded them to their sacred duties and disrupted the balance of their community. This warns against the dangers of prioritizing material wealth over spiritual and communal obligations. Respect traditions and values. The abandonment of a long-standing tradition in favor of personal gain brought calamity upon the village. The story reminds us of the importance of respecting cultural and spiritual practices. Actions have consequences. The betrayal of the goddess had severe repercussions for the entire community, illustrating that every choice carries weight and impact, not just on the individual, but also on others. Redemption is possible through humility and repentance despite the curse. The villagers and Irishilua were able to restore their community by acknowledging their mistakes and seeking forgiveness. This shows the power of humility, sincerity, and taking corrective action. Leadership requires wisdom and integrity. The elders' failure to make wise decisions led to the village's suffering. The story emphasizes the responsibility of leaders to act with integrity and consider the well-being of their people. Preserve unity in times of crisis. The disunity among the villagers, as well as their blame and fear, exacerbated their plight. The story underscores the importance of coming together to face challenges as a community. Kindly share your thoughts on this story in the comment section. I will love to read them. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to click the notification button so as to be notified when I drop new story. I appreciate you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Thank you, and God bless you.